Bienvenido a todos. Welcome everybody to our Blue May Finals for 2018. My name is Peter Counterfeit Harnell, here to bring you all the smiles and pleasant dreams you could possibly handle. We have got 8 of our best teams from the month of May competing today, but who might they be? Who? What are you, some kind of owl? Let's take a look and see who they are. Whew. So, we've got our #1 seed, Old Glory, playing today from Japan. I'm sure you guys more than a little bit familiar with them. The only team who've managed to take wins off them are Yataze, and Yataze are not playing today. Of course, we've got Montrax crew, who recently did manage to take games off Satanic Temple just below them in the brackets, but have had losses to Old Glory, so it's going to be a tough first match for them. Below there we have the Satanic Temple versus Resident Evil. What a great pairing of names and personalities. The Dramas from Mexico versus Armstrong from Iraq, which will be our feature match for the first round, the quarterfinals. And lastly, but not leastly, Rainbow going up against Tamara Zako, who are a team who have only lost to Old Glory recently. So Old Glory coming in with a lot of proven strength into this monthly finals. We shall see if they can translate that into a win. So you can see here, this will be our first quarterfinals of the day. Dramas versus Armstrong. I'm just going to get everything set up over here with all of our fancy feet. Let's see. So we're kind of used to seeing Dramas playing under the Royals name, though I suppose in theory it's not the... I don't think it's all of the same people, but it's certainly a fair chunk of them. Let's see, so... Armstrong... Boop-a-doo-doo. Aha! So yes, Dramas coming in as our #3 seed, and let's see, so for the side of, actually I'll just get the countries sorted out. So blue team, Dramas hailing from Mexico, red team from the country of Iraq. Let's get it all set up and ready for our first game of the day. Yes, how are you guys doing? Shazam! Museum will be our first destination of our monthly finals over on the red platform. And on iOS, of course. I say red, of course, that's not right at all. Let's get that changed over in just a second. Because these are the blue finals. How foolish of me not to notice. Alright, so back into things proper. Drama's playing in the blue, Armstrong on the red. Certainly Drama's coming into this one as a pretty favoured team. Armstrong have had their trial by far recently, going up against Resident Evil and Old Glory. But the early showing favouring Dramas considerably. Whew. Let's see, so who's got the big numbers coming in here? So it's going to be Pandrix, who is currently a little bit too dead to be receiving our attentions. Let's see if we can find them in a second. Oh, maybe. There we go. So Pandrix, team manager of Dramas, currently with the score lead, but that can change in a heartbeat as Dramas are flying their way up the scoreboard, but Armstrong are keeping pace with them relatively well so far. Let's see, so Zira, the one to watch over on the Armstrong. Seven and 5 so far, pretty good in this tough environment. Runs in and will get cut up by Parker, the team owner of Dramas. Whew. Let's see. So you guys have been talking about the various different places you can play games on mobile. Yes, there's a lot of different opinions. But the opinion worth sharing right now is that Dramas, despite Armstrong's best efforts, are charging ahead. Let's have a look at how their strategy is playing out. Oh, actually, wait a second, because we've got even more kills coming in. Short-range firefights certainly seem to be favouring Dramas so far. Now, whoever wins out this one will go on to face off against the winner of the Rainbow and Damare Zako quarterfinal, going on simultaneously. We'll see how it plays out. Sight Gaming, welcome to the stream. Good to see ya. Drama's looking very strong in their opening outing here, so for any of you guys who've not come to one of these monthly final streams before, all of these teams have fought their way up through the weekly tournaments to get to this point. If they can get to the grand finals, they will take their share of a €500 prize pool. So this is 4 weeks of work that gets them to this point, and then they've got it all to go for, as well as Invictus, the prize, an exclusive prize for the top 3 teams from monthly finals. You cannot get it anywhere else, and a great way to show off the fact that you're hecka cool. There we go, Dramas take game number 1, 50-29 on the Museum. Let's see if we can nail down any big MVPs from that last round. I think it is going to be, yes, our good friend. I'm just going to check their full name. Yes, Parker, the team owner. 16 and 5. Very impressive stuff. Alright guys, we will be starting up our first giveaway shortly, which will be on the Twitch page as always. So if you'd like to enter in on that, it will be #quarter into this Twitch chat to enter. I will put out those details into the stream as soon as possible. But for now, we'll take a little break and we'll be right back with the second game between Dramas and Armstrong. Quarterfinal game 2 coming up. Alright guys, it looks like our team, which we were hoping to watch, were a little too enthusiastic and started before we were able to get into spectate. So we'll let Dramas and Armstrong figure out their issues with each other off stream. We may get a chance at a rematch there, but I don't know if that'll be the case or not. But what I do know is we'll try and fit in a custom game with Hacksaw playing himself. Hacksaw, welcome officially to the stream.
Yes, indeed. I am here to actually possibly win a custom game. I was doing okay earlier this at least the last stream we were hosting earlier today. So I hope I could bring that performance back, so you guys can have some finals grade performance for myself.
Well, to throw a wrench in the works there, it looks like the Dramas Armstrong Game 2 of our quarterfinals we were hoping for is actually going to be rehosted. We didn't think that was going to be the case, because it seemed like the teams were quite happy to play out, even without official recognition. So we might have to cut this one short before it begins. I'll tell you what, I don't know if we should start this one. I think if we can just get a few players, just have something on stream. But we'll probably be back into the quarterfinals almost straight away. Is Force going to join is the question. If they don't, it's going to be awkward. Hanzo Hashi? Nani? Wow. Alright, whatever. Let's just start, and we'll almost certainly have to drop out the game almost straight away. But you guys can come and join in. If you use the passkey ESL123 before we leave, you'll be able to keep this game going while we get ready for our second ESL match today.
Alrighty. This is going to be interesting, since I only have a recon class that's like an actual legit class. The rest are just tier 1s.
Tier 1s for life!
So I could either just use a tier 1, or I could actually just try... Or I can actually try to use the recon on this map. The recon on this map does work sometimes, but with the range of this map, maybe not. So I'll try starting off with the compact, see how this goes, see if I could get any kill. There's only one guy on this in this lobby right now, so if he gets the first blood, it's pretty much all over, because he just hide in the corner. He can just hide in the corner the entire game.
Oh, Whiskey, thank you for your greetings for both myself and Hacksaw. Good to see you on the stream. Okay, I've received a word from Soldier Girl, who is our admin running things today, that I think instead of giving you that second game, which I think because they did pretty much just play out the whole thing, we're going to be going straight to the semi-finals, where Damare Zako await the winner of Dramas versus Armstrong, which I suspect, based on the Game 1 performance, was probably Dramas.
Ooh.
Well, there's that first kill.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Apparently he was just like stalking me from behind. Apparently I was just very unaware about it.
Enrique, the player 56, very happy to see you, Hacksaw. Well, I kind of feel like, you know, in the free-for-alls, I honestly don't know why you don't just always walk around backwards. Because, you know, people are always behind you, or in this case, in front of you. What?
Okay, first off, we both potatoed our aims. He only hit me with, like, maybe 2 bullets there. But I was the one who potatoed the most, and he was able to just run up and knife me, which is a feels bad moment right there. I'm gonna try to do something, but I might not be able to by the time we have a passkey for this next one. We'll see. We'll see soon. I'm gonna get knifed again. Don't never mind. He just wants to knife. Feels bad. I don't think I have any anti-knife classes either, which makes it much more difficult for me. He just wants to be a rude boy.
So guys, if you want to get your chance at 400 credits, please do head to twitch.tv/moderncombat and enter in #quarter. We've got 2 giveaways, and currently we've only got 1 person who's entered, Dulzy. So you can basically get 400 credits just for going to twitch.tv/moderncombat. Don't miss out, because we will be drawing that giveaway pretty much once this upcoming game is done. So if it's just Dulzy, then I guess Dulzy will get both of them.
I'm gonna get knifed again.
Oh boy, this is
not. I don't think I have an anti-knife on any of my classes actually, which is quite sad. And he is running anti-knife because I'm not getting the indicator every time he gets anywhere close to me.
There we go.
I could win the gunfight with him. Is he actually using the compact or is he picking it up? I'm not sure.
I can only assume it's for the memes.
Yes, the knife memes.
I've only got the knife to meet you joke. There probably must be some other ones in there. Let's see. Google knife jokes.
That could go very wrong.
Let's see. I have found a list of awful knife puns, so I will deploy them anytime the opportunity arises. Enrique to play a tier 1 pistol. That's right, Hacksaw needs to play with whatever the reverse of training wheels are. Training weights? Tier 1 is the only way to go, except when he picks up something that isn't tier 1 and runs around with that instead.
Oh no, I was using the tier 1 pistol as like a speed kind of thing, just to move around a bit faster, and then I would just switch off. But this guy, I shot at him, I almost took him down, but then he decides to do what I was fearing from the start, which is hiding. Oh, there he is. He's not really too hidden right there, but he's also gonna be jumping on me, trying to get a kill. But that won't really work out too well, I hope.
Oh, gonna run up for close quarters once again. Axel denying the knife. The knife!
Oh, it looks like we actually do have the key.
Oh, yes. Well, that worked out pretty well. Alright, so it's going to be Dramas versus Damare Zacco. Two teams with extremely similar abbreviated names. So I always confuse the two between them. But Damare Zacco and Dramas, I think they're actually very high seeded today. Let's see. So yes, that's Dramas is our number 3 seed and Damare Zacco on number 2. We will just jump in to lobby with these guys.
Oh, maybe not. Ongoing battle?
Oh yeah, no kidding. It is an ongoing battle. What's with these guys?
Oh, it's actually, wait. It's not ongoing though. Or maybe it is? I'm confused. I joined it and it doesn't look like it started yet. I was able to click the spectate button.
Is your spectate spinning around?
Yes.
So mine is as well. So I think it's probably just I think it is ongoing. So that's a little bit unfortunate. Alright. Well, in that case, let's get ourselves sorted out with our first giveaway of the day because we are getting through things quickly. So, Dulzy will be our Twitch giveaway winner. Please post your dog tag and platform. We will be moving on to Facebook for our second giveaway of the day. So hashtag quarter over there as well. And I guess, well, I suppose we might as well just start up another custom game then. Sorry about that, guys. Let's see. Right, I'm just going to let everyone on Facebook know about the hashtag quarter. So that will be ongoing for the time being. Yep, there we go. Okay, and I'll just set up an ESL 1, 2, 3. Hacksaw, any preference of map?
Any map is okay. So feel free to just pick for me. Try to surprise me, you know.
Oh, I think I know what will surprise you.
Oh.
You'll never see this one coming.
Will I?
Well, probably not. Alright, so there you go. Custom gaming lobby is up. We're heading to the abandoned site for a duel. That's right, never seen before on stream. Haxel's dueling prowess exposed for the world to see.
Maybe I should have set up some extra classes. But you know, I think I should be fine with what I have. Tier 1 weapons, easy victories. If you guys want to try to duel, feel free to join us right here. I've never actually played on this map before.
Ah, well, you've been missing out. It's actually pretty nice. It's kind of like a sort of a training run kind of thing in the desert.
Like I saw they had like an augmented reality like VR kind of video for it, and you could just like look around the map. So I've seen the video, but I've never actually been on it myself. So this is going to be interesting to see. Looks like I have a pro player, the soldier, which seems to be someone. Oh no, they don't want to be here with me. Feels bad.
Ah,
soldier's like the default name, so people who just make an account. So it'd be kind of interesting to see if they were on my team.
Well, we have the TN1 team, who are frequent flyers with us on stream, who are going to fill up the opposing side along with OP. We need one more. Who dares? Oh boy. I would team up with you, Haxer, but I think I would literally just be a complete liability. Ah, screw it. Let's do it.
Alrighty.
So let's have all streamers against all audience. Exciting 2v2. It's going to go about as well as you would expect. I'll be the distraction. I don't have any armor, so it won't be a very good distraction, but they'll be distracted.
Alright, this is what you do. You just go side to side a lot, alright? You don't even need to shoot. Just go side to side a lot when the people are shooting at you. And it just makes it harder for them to hit. And gives some more time to think of some ways to take them down.
Alright, well I'll put my head down. And that way, it'll be hard to kill me. Hero Gaming, I will turn up Haxer if he's a bit too quiet. Right, so I've only got the recon. I think that's probably the best idea. So, recon, head down. Oh gosh, this is my first game using gyroscope as well. Oh god, this is so confusing.
Alright, now I don't know where they. Oh wait, they're spawning over there. So this is interesting. I don't want to go too far away from you. If you get taken out, that will put us at a slight disadvantage.
A slight disadvantage. Alright, I'm with you.
There's a few people. Oh no! That's unfortunate.
Very unfortunate. Well,
we tried.
That was a little bit predictable, but alright, let's give it another try.
Alright, I'm gonna try to be a bit more aggressive and see if this works out at all. Oh, that worked so far.
I'm coming up to you.
Oh, we did it!
Yeah, we did it! Alright, there we go. Team stream. It's a dream. Not just a meme.
Alright, now the question is, will I be able to... Oh no! Oh, I thought I was able to get the flank. You can get him, I believe. Oh no, his teammate actually sniped you from up there.
That's unfortunate. If I'd been standing just slightly further forward, I would have been alright. Alright, so I'm going to try and...
Sniper's coming up to you right now, so he's behind you right now.
I'm just going to be a distraction. Oh, not very good
distraction. Oh no! Oh no! Wait, what is the score until? Is it up until 5? Alright, so we have some time to come back. Is it best out of 5 or no? That means we already lost.
I can't even keep track of where you are, let alone where anyone else is.
It's kind of difficult when there's no mini map or anything.
Oh man, I don't know if I hit him.
Yeah, so the saber. The thing is with the saber, yeah, you'll hit someone with it, but it only does maybe 10 damage. So even if you actually hit someone, it won't really do too much if they have 140 HP. You have to hit them with, what, 14 bullets to actually get a kill? Oh no!
I got an assist!
I almost took him down as well. I brought him down to 43 at the end, but... you know, we got around. You know, that's
one more round than I would have expected.
Haha!
I don't know if we can get a rematch here, because that was pretty short. I'm just going to check and see what's going on.
Do you just wait for the next match? I think it will do a rematch, but I don't know if they would leave by then.
I guess we'll see.
We could also just try to rehost it as well.
Let's rehost. Let's get some new people in. Maybe they'll be worse. Pezzo Soul, I can see you've already managed to draw the ire of the Nightbots, but fortunately some of our Japanese friendos are able to use smiles and pleasant dreams. I'm just going to talk to Soldier for a second. Alright, so let's jump back in there again if we've got time. So same passkeys before, ESL 1, 2, 3. All normal nonsense. Alright. Okay, oh, never mind. It turns out we have got our game... Oops, excuse me. Our game 2 passkey, so we'll have to leave that particular one for a bit later. Apparently Dramas did win game number 1, so we'll be going straight in on game 2. Hopefully the teams are all waiting for us this time round. And our semi-final will begin in earnest. Whew. So sorry about that, guys. Right. I think that's all fine. Let's get into the pre-game lobby. And of course we've moved up to the semi-finals. So we said before, this should be a pretty good match. These are our number 2 and number 3 seeds respectively. Now going on to Scramble for our next semi-final match.
I'm kind of wondering what the first game actually was like. Since we didn't actually get to see it, we didn't see how much they won by. So we might have actually, it might have been a pretty demanding lead by DMZ, but I guess game 2 will tell how well they kind of fared in game 1.
Yeah, well, I can imagine at least that would be the case. We'll see as we head into the second semi-final game, and let's get everything set up here. So Damari Zako playing over on the blue side and Dramas over on the red.
Alright, getting into it, we're seeing a similar tactic to what we usually see for this map. The blue side just stays back, the red side just stays back, and they use these snipers to their advantage, trying to get that the first few picks. We do see DMZ actually getting that first blood earlier on, but we do see a trade coming back, so that does equalize the score between the two. One interesting thing, we never really see anyone go for a flank on this. Why would you think that's the case?
Honestly, I suspect it's just the level of coordination demanded of a team to get a flank off success. I mean, we talked about this before, that if you put a flank through and the other team realise about it, especially with all these recons around, it's very, very easy to get punished for it, have the opposing team turn around en masse, slaughter the person coming in for the flank, and then completely suck the momentum out of any moves your team's going to make.
Well, that is true. However, even if they do change their attention to a different area for a brief moment, that could be a good opportunity for your team to actually push up or maybe try to secure some other kills as well. But usually, for matches like this, you just see very, very slow combat, like we're seeing right now, where both teams will just really let the clock run down, maybe get 1 or 2 kills, and just try to stay back.
We have got some sort of flanking attempt from Damari Zako here, as they're trying to attack from both fronts. Just as we were talking about, this requires an enormous amount of coordination, and just as Haxo said, it needs to have the trust there from the Japanese players for each other, that when they go in, they'll have the support from their teammates, and it won't end up being kind of, you know, a 1-2 kind of punch that Dramas can still hold up against.
They're just waiting for an opportunity to move, but they don't realize that she was actually on the side. He's able to get a quick pick and back off. And since they do have the snipers who have the Evil Eye Sniper perk, they probably realize there is a second player back there. However, since he is behind the cover, that will give the enemy team some time to actually push up.
Energy and Rohats both getting kills through, as Shito able to catch Damari with the flanking attempt once more, and Drama's looking pretty good in this second game as well. Of course, Scramble, beloved of so many snipers in the past. Certainly, Drama seem to know where and when to apply pressure.
I feel like that attempt by them could have gone a bit better. They were able to get some kills out of it, but overall they were at a net loss. DMZ just holding on extremely well to that location. However, we do see Zako actually being a lot more aggressive now, getting a lot closer to DMZ's position, and this could be what opens the can.
Seems to be Damari Zako have found a way past the Drama's line, managing to get round and flank them. All it takes is a single shot from an unexpected direction to send a team's formation into disarray. Drama still ahead by 3, and as Kahanik is saying in the chat, there has been fairly light on kills. The teams trying to maneuver around each other, and each kill is earned because of some kind of outmaneuvering.
DMZ just going to try to hold on to this bunker. 4-point lead might not seem like much. It actually isn't too much, especially if they are able to push in and get a few people, get maybe a team wipe. But the way that DMZ is holding it, it would be extremely difficult for them to do something like that.
Rush coming in, but it's coming from multiple directions, and it has favoured Dramas, exactly as we were concerned about for Damari Zake. They try and spread themselves perhaps too thinly. Dramas see it coming, pick up a bunch of kills, though MIT does manage to salvage one on the backside, runs in, gets immediately knifed by Energy. Kato with the follow-up, but it's not looking good for the Japanese squad.
They are still able to do some damage. They are able to at least disrupt the spawns from Dramas. The question is, how long will they be able to disrupt it for? iPower actually putting in some work here, getting some kill streaks as well. Got an airstrike, got a drone. Will he be able to actually help his team, secure this bunker? DMZ still spawning here, however.
Getting pretty brutal in the close quarters as, again and again, Hangar 0 won the destination for close quarters fighting. One of the great things we've always mentioned about Scramble is just the different environments you can fight in. All of the fighting taking place in the hangar right now. None of those outside sightlines that make the snipers work so well.
We did see some good kills coming in from Zako earlier. They were able to get some streaks that were able to help them for a moment. But now that DMZ has all respawned, it seems like they've gotten themselves a bit more organized, a bit more cautious about the entrances. They have players on all angles, so even if one of their players do go down, they at least do get a trade back.
Thank you for your concern, Sad Zahid. We should be drinking some delicious water, so make sure we stay nice and talkative all the way through today's competition. But right now it's looking like Dramas could be securing their spot in our grand final today. Only 1 point needed to go up to the big time and make sure that they will be walking away today with a wad of cash. Damari Zako, one last chance, 45 seconds to make it count.
45 seconds, but they would have to wipe out an entire team to actually be able to pull this back. And with the way that DMZ has been playing, getting a full team wipe without losing any members yourselves would be extremely difficult to do. We do see them trying to at least get some trades. They are able to actually take down some players, but as you see, Drama is just continuously picking up kills. Still a 5-point difference with 18 seconds left.
Make that 6, no 7, no 8. Drama's looking extremely strong as they close out the second semi-final game, ahead by 9. Extremely well done, especially against our second seed, Damari Zako.
Yeah, they were able to just hold their ground. They started off on the outside of the bunker. Their second plan was to just back off into the hangar. And once they got into the hangar, that was pretty much it. They were just able to hold onto it since the spawning there was so strong. And since Damari Zako wasn't really able to force them out in time.
Extremely well played from Cheetah there, going 19-5, pretty much dragging Dramas to the grand finals almost by themselves. But with the end of that semi-finals, I'm just going to let Soldier Girl know what's going on, because that is our first finalist. That does mean that we need to draw ourselves a Facebook winner. Ooh. So, our Facebook winner is Kahurink. Sorry if I've made an awful mess of your name there, but hopefully that will be clear enough as to what it is I'm saying. So if you could post your dog tag and your platform, you will be receiving 400 credits in the next couple of weeks. For now though, we will be headed to break. Catch us in 7 minutes or less for more Modern Combat 5 as our finals continues, and we'll be back soon. Alright guys, welcome back and to our grand finals today. Dramas take on the Satanic Temple. Oh my gosh, what a name. In our best of 5 to determine who will take the lion's share of the €500 prize pool.
Now the interesting thing for today is the Satanic Temple hasn't even played a single team in this final so far, yet they are in the grand finals. All the other teams before them seem to have had no show or either got disqualified, so I believe they have the luck of the devil.
I think so. There may be nefarious forces at play, but so far Dramas seem to have a pretty good grasp on this first rooftops encounter. Do bear in mind, Satanic Temple were definitely not one of our favourites coming in here today. They have played against some of the top teams, but they so far have yet to find success. Perhaps today will be different, or perhaps not.
We'll have to see how well they actually do perform right now. Right now, Dramas does have a pretty demanding lead. However, they are maybe just trying to get the flow of the gameplay so far. Satanic Temple has picked up a single kill, but as you see, Dramas just continues to put the pressure on, even using weapons like the Saber.
Well, this should be a memorable finals, guys, one way or the other. Drama's completely dominating so far, and I think we're going to see more than a little styling on the part of the Mexican team, as they are extremely pleased to be in a commanding position in Game 1.
Temple going to be just trying to group up, trying to push in and get some kills. We do see actually a kill come in through there right now. Be Calm is also able to pick up one with the lax sniper rifle and pick up a second one as well. So a few kills actually going their way, which could be a good sign. However, they still would need to overtake this massive lead that Dramas has built up so far.
Well, stranger things have happened on the battlefield, but it's looking pretty atrocious for Satanic's chances, nearly being quintupled by Dramas in the early going. We've got 5 minutes left and Drama's already halfway done with this first game. Well, I hope you guys find your way to enjoy this as a very memorable finals experience.
Is this a grand final or is this a squad battle? I can't really tell at the moment. We see DMZ just rushing in. Usually they'd be very calm, they'd be very composed, and usually just stand back and wait for the enemy team to push. But they know their strengths, they know the enemy team's weaknesses, and they are just using that to their advantage, pushing in, trying to finish up these games as quickly as possible.
We are seeing, of course, a return to form, much as they probably haven't really left it, honestly. Honestly, the entire Dramas lineup, it's pretty hard to deny any member there. But Cheeto, as we saw from last time in the second game of the semi-finals, going 19-5, looking to... Oh, whoa, okay, wait a second. That was a very nice place bomb from 001, but, well, I think the numbers speak for themselves, Haxor.
Yeah, indeed. 50-14 for game number 1 of our finals today. Not looking so good for Satanic Temple at the moment, but maybe they'll be able to pull something out of their hats. Maybe they'll be able to maybe do a bit better with a game number 2. We'll have to wait and see.
Alright, so from that round, Cheeto going 12-14. Honestly, yeah, it's a bit meaningless to try and really identify the strong players, because nearly everybody in the Dramas lineup got their fair share of the Satanic Temple lineup. But we are going to be banging through our giveaways pretty darn quickly, so after the next game, the Mob Crush giveaway will be concluded. But for now, stay tuned, we'll be back with our second grand final game, coming up in 7 minutes or less. Welcome back, everybody, to our second game of our grand finals today. Satanic Temple against Dramas. And there have been some dealings in the pre-game lobby. Perhaps we'll be seeing a slightly different approach from Dramas in game number 2.
Yeah, we did see Dramas make a deal with the devil, and they're only using sabers right now. So if you check their entire team are just saber players. So they've given themselves some form of handicap to face these opponents. And so far, Satanic Temple does have the lead.
Well, there we go. If we can't otherwise come up with a high-octane final, we'll make one for ourselves. So Dramas will have to adjust to the relative rubbishness of their weapons. But honestly, I think this is working out pretty well as far as they... Okay, no, man, maybe they...
Well, okay, they just push in there as a team, even though the saber doesn't really have much damage. If you have multiple sabers firing on a single person, it will actually be a bit better than a single one. So we do see Satanic Temple still just trying to hold on right now, but DMZ is just putting in work with these tier 1 SMGs.
Yeah, the Mexican team Dramas doing showing some great sportsmanship to give Satanic Temple more of a run at things. And honestly, Satanic Temple are making the most of it. We've got UTC 001, who has been absolutely murderous with those grenades, doing some similar action this time round. Let's see, who's the kills going on to? It's going to be Calm, who's got the lead with the imp in hand. How appropriate! As Satanic Temple are falling behind Dramas, but not by anywhere near as ridiculous a margin as they were in game number 1.
I'm surprised that Dramas is actually able to perform so well with the saber, being a weapon that it is. Yeah, it doesn't really do too much body shot damage. However, its headshot damage still can be quite strong. I believe it maybe does 102 damage, or around that much for actual damage. And it looks like someone from Dramas actually pulled out a different weapon for a brief moment. Maybe they decided no more time for playing around.
David Mata has a message. I presume he's in contact with Dramas. He's asking, what weapon should Dramas use in the next match? Oh, well, I think you know which one I would want, but I think that might be a little too extreme. I would want Tony all the time.
Ooh, that would actually be kind of interesting, but I'm pretty sure that counts as a prestige weapon. If not, that'd be pretty hilarious to see. Something I would be interested in is maybe if they were able to use the Axis Tier 1 sniper rifle.
Ooh, I like it.
Doesn't have the one-shot kill capability that a lot of these stronger sniper rifles do have, but it does have the pretty superb fire rate. But it only does about 40 damage per shot, so that could put them at a slight disadvantage.
Well, there you go, David Mata. Let them know. And perhaps we'll see even more shenanigans in our third Grand Finals game. So far, though, Drama seems to have been up to the challenge of saber rattling in this second game. It's really hard to find a member of Satanic Temple who's not dead, so I guess I'll stick with Dramas for the time being. As, yes, knives are part of the loadout, and it's looking like Satanic Temple might be able to crack the 30 mark at least this time round.
Yeah, they've been doing a bit better this game, but that's also because Dramas has put themselves at a disadvantage. Only 3 more kills to finish up this match, and Dramas is going to be just rushing to the finish line, trying to find as many final kills as possible, and that will be game number 2.
Could you just remind me, so I can pass it along to David Mata, what was the name of the sniper rifle you wanted them to use for game 3?
We could see, hopefully, the Axis sniper rifle, and if the Tony doesn't count as a prestige weapon, that would be actually hilarious to see, if possible. Right. I'll actually go double check that right now.
There you go. These are the lengths we will go to, guys, to give you an entertaining finals as game 2 falls into the hands of Dramas. Letting it soldier go now. Yes, hopefully. Honestly, I would be pretty surprised if they actually had Tonys on everybody, but if they do, that would be incredible. I suspect they would probably just have to knife people to death.
It does count as prestige, sadly.
Shucks. Well, there you go. The campaign to bring the Tony down to be a tier 1 weapon. we'll have to continue. Alright guys, we will take a little break. Our last giveaway is live on YouTube right now. Enter hashtag finals into the chat and you will be in with a chance of winning 400 credits arenas. Do bear in mind entering in multiple times will disqualify you. So, be careful about that. But for now, we'll be right back and we'll see what shenanigans these guys have store for us in our third grand final game coming up. Alright guys, we are back for our final game of the day, potentially. Well, I mean, going on how it's been going for dramas between Satanic Temple, it's a fair guess, but we shall see if Satanic Temple from the USA can surprise us. We will have 2 YouTube giveaway winners today, so I'm going to choose the first one now. It will be Kaha Play Games. So Kaha, you've got to the end of this game to respond, and we'll draw our second winner when this game concludes. So, Haxel, what are we looking at here from the drama side? These aren't sabers this time around.
Dramas right now is actually bringing out the Tier 1 sniper rifle, the Axis, and it doesn't really have much damage, but its fire rate is probably one of its strong points. So players who are pretty well seasoned like Dramas, if they're actually able to aim and get those headshots, it actually can be quite an effective weapon, and we do see them using it so far and doing some pretty decent damage, although Satanic Temple is trying to get some kills back.
Yes, hopefully we shall. Well, I mean, that's one way to enforce a meta, is just to decide you're going to start playing with an entirely different weapon. I mean, this is one of the reasons why I think you know, the sniper meta in general is so tricky, because I mean, this is probably taking it to the biggest extreme example, but I kind of feel like if you just nerf the top snipers, people will just keep going down the line until you've nerfed all of the snipers, because they are just so good.
No, yeah, that pretty much is the case. We've seen that with some other weapons as well. For example, you used to see a lot of people using the Bramson in these competitions, but then they nerfed the Bramson, and the Boss is actually now better than the Bramson. So you don't see anyone using the Bramson anymore. You see people using the Boss. And it also happened with a different pistol. I believe the Tier 3 pistol, the Luck. If you actually, you saw a lot of people would be using this Luck pistol, but then they nerfed the pistol, so now you're not really seeing it as much anymore.
Well, I mean, people were using it as a primary weapon, which I think is probably what prompted it to receive the nerf bat. And I mean, since then, I don't think you really see too much pistol use at all. I think that was really an outlier as far as that goes.
That is true. Now, what's actually interesting is Satanic Temple's actually taken the lead back from Dramas right here. Dramas starting to get a bit more pressure with the Axis sniper rifle. It doesn't have that much ammo, and unlike these weapons that are one-shot kill, it takes maybe 4 shots to actually secure a kill with only a clip size of 15. And with the speed that sniper fires, that clip size can go relatively quick. So you do have to be quite accurate with landing your shots.
Well, we might have actually found the level of handicap needed for Dramas to fall before the Satanic Temple. I'm honestly impressed. It's I have a lot of respect for Dramas for being willing to do this, and it's got to feel pretty good for Satanic Temple, even with a handicap, to be able to go toe-to-toe with our top team of the day.
We'll see if Dramas is able to come back at all, because so far it's just been a pretty hectic game. We started off with Dramas with a pretty big lead, but then Satanic Temple's just started to pick up the pace, and they get it in this this momentum that I don't know if DMZ would be able to recover from with the classes they're using right now.
Yep, switching to pistols, which we mentioned before. But yeah, you're right. I think it does seem like this is going to be too much for DMZ to recover from. They are so far behind at this point. And hey, we went from a situation where we couldn't see Satanic Temple winning a game to now I don't think we can see Satanic Temple losing this particular one. Dramas do have a chance to come back towards the end. I think they're switching to pistols because they don't like using the sniper rifle so much. And it's working a little bit better for them, but Satanic Temple only 7 away from claiming their first grand final game.
It's going to be quite interesting to see if Satanic Temple is able to actually pull off a victory. We would be then going on to a game number 4. We do see DMZ, however, still just trying to fight back. We have some of them pulling out actual classes in hopes of actually salvaging this match, which would be quite a feat to do, especially when you're this close to the game being over.
Yep, last couple of points coming in. Oh wow, yeah, you're not kidding. Bringing the lax out. I kind of feel like that feels like a bit of a strange move for Dramas when you're obviously not going to bring the game back to then go back on what you'd originally agreed. But there we go. First game to Satanic Temple. We'll see how well Drama's sportspersonship will last through that first loss. Alright guys, it looks like Kaha Play Games hasn't come back, so we will redraw. And Ninja Gaming, oh gosh, you knew that you were going to win somehow, and you did.
You do have to give them props, though. Even with that type of class, they were able to actually bring the score to 40 to 50. So still quite a close game, if you want to call it close, with a 10-point difference with the weapons they were using.
Oh, absolutely. Alright guys, we will be headed to break. We shall see what Game 4 has got in store for us. At the end of the next game, we will draw our final winner of the day. Congratulations to Ninja Gaming on YouTube. But for now, we're headed to break, and we'll see you guys for Game 4. Our grand final continues next. Alright guys, welcome back to our grand finals, and we've had some harsh words from Dramas before it starts. They have claimed Game 4 will be the last game of our finals today. Hacksaw, what do you make of that?
I feel those are some fighting words. We do see them pulling out a full stack of sappers, and I believe they also will be having micro turrets as well. We'll see how well Satanic Temple is able to compete with this. Satanic Temple actually having a slightly more kind of meta setup with snipers trying to stay closer to the back of the bunker.
It also looks like M&Z from the Dramas team is playing for Satanic Temple as well. That seems a little out of the ordinary. Okay, well, question mark, exclamation mark. That's certainly a bold move on the part of Dramas to donate a player to the opposing team. That's the first time I've seen that in an ESL competition. But we do get to see the baby turrets taking to the field. That's what we've all come to see, is Dramas with all of their offspring taking over the whole map.
Dramas is going to be trying to stay back, try to stay near their turrets as well, so those turrets can do some extra damage. Those things can be quite deadly, especially if you just leave them alone and just let them poke at you constantly. And if you have a lot of micro turrets up at once, it actually could do a pretty significant amount of damage. Dramas, however, it has to be very, very cautious about this. They have actually given up quite a few kills so far, even though they are using a weapon of their choice, the tier 5 sapper weapon.
Well, yeah, on Scramble, you got to be careful with those baby turrets, because as we can see, Adha operating from extreme range here, taking out Rohaz there. Dramas are starting to catch up a little bit, but if Satanic Temple keep their distance, those baby turrets won't be able to gnash on their legs too easily.
Yeah, it's actually quite interesting to see how this is turning out so far. Satanic Temple has been able to actually think of a strategy to counteract DMZ. DMZ knows if they actually try to take the lead for a brief moment, or if they are able to take the lead for a brief moment, they'll be able to force Satanic Temple into their area where they have all these turrets placed down, but they're not pushing in.
Yes, I would almost like to see Dramas kind of set up a turret farm somewhere and try and chase Satanic Temple into that turret farm. I don't know if that's ever going to happen though, because Satanic Temple are in the lead. The harsh words from Dramas in the pre-game lobby may come back to haunt them if the Temple are able to bring us to a game number 5 in our finals of our monthly finals.
We do see just getting work get put in by DMZ. They're actually able to pick up almost enough kills to equalize. Actually, they are able to pick up enough kills to equalize, and they're going to be going for that lead right there, taking out quite a few players. Chido getting a sniper kill, and the micro turret getting its first kill of the match.
Baby's first turret kill. It's a big day, as Par and Offspring will attempt to take on the Temple. Dramas have taken the lead. Kaha play games. Yes, I was just talking with Haxer about this. It is very reminiscent of other games with ARAM modes, with Dramas putting on a show for us today. Honestly, this is actually turning out to be probably one of our most competitive games of the finals yet.
Yeah, this is actually quite balanced between both sides. Maybe Satanic Temple has found their flow. Maybe they've gotten a bit more used to fighting against DMZ. And even with the AK weapon, they're actually doing quite good against DMZ.
Temple behind by 5. Let's see if we can find some of the surviving Temple members, because that last exchange went extremely poorly. UC001 with the, I believe that's the Bounty Hunter. Haven't seen that one for a while. I don't think I've ever seen this gun in play. So perhaps the Satanic Temple joining in on the shenanigans, bringing something new to the field.
We could just check the back. DMZ has a completely fortified area with the amount of turrets they have in that location. You can even see all the mini turrets on the mini-map. And it appears that everyone has frozen in place, which might not be the best thing to have happened right now. Oh no!
I don't know if that... Well, it looks like it happened for both of us. We'll have to wait and see if that happened for the players. I don't know if we've accidentally overloaded the game lobby by sheer volume of turrets. I mean, I have heard of that idea in other games, just because, you know, it's rare that a whole team will all deploy extra entities into the map, and it could... I don't know. I'll let Soldier Girl know. And I suppose we'll find out shortly if it happened for the teams or not. I don't think we could really say for certain that it was going to go towards Drama's side, but I guess we'll see. We shall see. Alright, well, while we are waiting, let's draw our last YouTube giveaway winner. Our first one was Ninja Gaming. Our second one will be Simon Kesey. Simon Kesey, if you are still around, please do drop your deets into the chat, dog tag and platform, and we'll get you signed up as our last giveaway winner. We will, of course, be awaiting the results of that last game. So our finals might be over, it might not. It's Schrodinger's grand finals with baby turrets. I think that's how the theory went. Alright, well, we'll have to find out. Is it a baby turret or is it an adult turret? I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. We'll take a small break. When we return, we will update you guys as to what's going on. And either we'll be looking at a replay of that last match, or we'll be done for the evening. Alright guys, we are back with a rematch of our game number 4 at Dramas. It looks like they may have reverted away from their turret farming ways, as we were going to be seeing a full legit Grand Finals game 4, which could easily be our last of the evening.
We'll have to see how well Dramas does perform while they are serious. We do see Cheeto starting off with a nice double kill to give them the initial lead of the game. And they are not going to really be pulling any punches right here. They're just going to be going all out from the start.
Yes, Dramas played to entertain before. Perhaps now we shall see what Dramas do when they're looking to bring the pain to Satanic Temple. The Temple do manage to get one. But so far, it's looking like echoes of our first game of the finals, as Dramas looking extremely strong from the off.
We do have some kill streaks coming in from Dramas as well. Cheeto was able to get that assault drone. He was also able to get the airstrike as well. Going to be working on trying to get that bomber. But right now, he's just waiting for that drone to scope out the area, see if he can spot any more players. He is able to get a few more. And Satanic Temple, I don't think they were prepared for something like this. They're trying their best to at least look for these players, but they're not able to really do anything at the moment.
Well, David Matter, it looks like the predictions of 50-0 won't come true, but it won't be a million miles away either. As Dramas tearing things up. Drop does manage to at least get a kill back for the Templars, but it's going to be a long way to even catch up with Dramas at this point.
Yeah, 10-point difference between the two teams. Once Dramas tries to push in and tries to get them spawn trapped, it'll be a lot more difficult for them to really do anything about it. We do have Dramas trying to force them into the bunker at the moment, and you can kind of see how many kills Dramas was able to pick up from just doing that. As you see, Satanic Temple stuck inside the bunker just where they want them to be.
Kills keep on flowing like wine, as Mazel gonna be muscling their way through here. It's only going down once so far this game. Satanic Temple desperate to hold on, but Dramas could claim the 350 euros at the end of this game, which may well be very soon.
You see some of the players from Dramas just going to be holding out on the outside of the bunker, making sure that no one's really escaping from there. And then you have a few more aggressive players like Cheeto who are just trying to push in and just get mass amounts of kills. We'll have to see what happens in just the next few short moments, as we are starting to get pretty close to that 50 kill mark.
Do bear in mind, guys, that the giveaways are done for today. Ninja Gaming and Simon Kezi on YouTube will be our last winners. I apologise for not taking down the giveaway details between games. I wasn't expecting this one to be replayed, as it turns out. Massel able to find Adhar, and I think we could be looking at a pre-halfway finish for Dramas as they finish in the next 10 seconds. I think that, there we go, not even halfway through, 50 to 14, Dramas are our monthly champions. They will be going home with 350 euros, Satanic Temple with just 150.
Yeah, but still, 150 euros is still quite a bit. They also do get that ESL camo for being one of the top 3 teams. So I feel like they won't really feel too bad from coming in second.
Oh, absolutely. I think, honestly, they came into this one as a far underdogs. To make it to the finals has been exceptional on their part, but Dramas gets to put the point home. Of course, we will be looking forward to next week and even more ESL competition, but for now, that's all we have for you. This is our 5th and final tournament of the weekend. Hope you guys have enjoyed everything you've been hearing. We will be back next week with... let's see, I believe it's the PC tournament will be going on Friday, and I think it hasn't been scheduled. Yes, I don't think anything's been scheduled as of yet beyond there. So keep your eye on the ESL page, and as and when there's new information over there, I'm sure it will be posted. Hacksaw, it's been quite a ride, and probably one of the most memorable finals I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was quite interesting to see how everything did turn out today, and it was also quite fun as well. I really do enjoy seeing changes in the gameplay between the teams.
Alright, congratulations to Dramas once more. And for now, we'll be saying goodnight. Of course, please do give the Modern Combat pages on Twitter and Facebook, which is just twitter.com. Excuse me, Modern Combat on there, and on Twitch and Facebook as well. I'm Counterfeit Cast on the Twitters, and Hacksaw, Mr. OMG WTF Hacksaw, is that right?
That is correct. It is quite random, but I believe we also have it on the Nightbot as well, so we could just use that as well.
Is it exclamation mark hacks or?
I'm not 100% sure. I had set the Nightbot commands quite a long time ago, and I haven't checked them. So I think it's exclamation point Twitter. I could be wrong. We'll find out eventually, guys. So if you wanna know what our stuff is, it'll be in the chat in just a few short moments. Anyways, that will be pretty much it for today's broadcast. I hope you guys did enjoy what we had for today. I thought it was quite enjoyable, especially with the finals game that we had today. Yes.
Thank you, Hacksaw, and thank you all you guys, especially, of course, to our hard-working ESL admins, and of course today, Soldier Girl in particular, for all the hard work behind the scenes, bringing us a very swift and just grand finals. But for now, we'll bid you good night and have a great morning, evening, or night, wherever you are.